4:09 in the morning. 4:10. Thursday, November 14th, 2024. Second time. A truck came through earlier, but they didn't stop. Which is... This sounds like they stopped. I got some link to my thing that says some shit about Patreon changing something. I've never really used it. But I was like, oh, maybe that's something you can do. And then at the same time, the garbage truck comes through as if they're trying to call you trash. And they've already taken out that exact whatever the fuck is there. I already recorded that. Like, it sounded like it was empty the first time. But the first time they came tonight, I was looking at stuff about RuPaul's Drag Race. There they are again, and I was looking at, like, Patreon. We'll do this every fucking night, I guess, forever, until it's, like, really obvious to somebody that, like, someone's fucking around. Like, you know, if it was a genuine situation, when the guy shows up after the first guy, they would be like, hey, boss, that place you keep having me pick shit up from, the thing is empty. And then they'd be like, oh, yeah, we keep sending multiple guys to the same site on accident. You know, if it was anything, you know it's not genuine. I don't understand what it means. Like, they can see what's on my phone? Like, the idea that it's timed out. There's no schedule to it at all. What? These came at 2 o'clock. That's right. Tonight they came at 2. Now it's 4. Waiting for them to bang on something. I have earplugs in. And yeah, it sounds like they're right there, not like across the street, at the facility across the street. Yeah, it's almost like they spent 4 years saying, please sue us. Yeah, as if everybody has, like, lawyers and can leave their apartment and shit. Like, what is this fucking joke? Like, if they know you haven't been able to leave your own fucking apartment, like, it's just like a Nazi thing. Like holding somebody's hands behind their back and then beating them up. I've had to hear them so many times. I like know exactly how long it takes. I know what an empty dumpster sounds like compared to, like, what the fuck? I feel stalked. I could have been a garbage truck person myself. That was like a possibility. I thought about it. I would never want to work for these companies. Ever. There isn't something like nice about it. It's not protective. It's not some kind of like... No, it's a guy that comes and he stands right outside your window and bangs on stuff. And then he just sits there. Like a fucking creep. For 4 years? Yeah, what, they're trying to spike your adrenaline and cortisol levels or something. Because I was like back to being chill and now I'm like angry again. Go the fuck away. What is supposed to happen? They're supposed to become disabled and not be able to leave their own homes for the safety of everybody else. I didn't fucking deserve this. And I feel like it takes like minutes to show up for them to do their thing. They dump their stupid bucket and they leave. This guy's like stalling. Find some other way to spend your fucking time. I want to keep talking because they're going to dump the stupid bucket. And if like I wait and anticipation builds, then it's like it has like another effect to it when they dump it. Like it's like they hit you. I want someone to slam their head in a car door over and over again. That's how it feels. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. You're not just doing your job. You're full of shit. Someone already dumped whatever is possibly there at 2 o'clock in the morning. I have it recorded. Go away. How many fucking videos of garbage trucks could a person possibly have? Fuck your militia shit. If you think you're in a war, then this is a war crime. Go away. Yeah, it's like you're supposed... all of this stuff about police reform and everything, they're harassing people so that the person is screaming for prisons. And that these people belong in one. Like, that's like the stupid... Like, get the fuck away from me, you evil bastard that didn't care what better future anyone could have because there's money in pockets. Go away. Yeah, what? I'm supposed to... May idiots die? And the people that actually know how to do cool shit, they could build robots that fucking facilitate a lot of fucking jobs. Why don't you want a robot to do it instead? Because you can't do something else. I could have done a million fucking things. I could have taken out the trash. I could have worked for the Library of Congress. I could do both. You took my fucking life away from me. Go away! I wouldn't be stalking people at work either. I haven't heard them dump their stupid shit or leave. It's like having someone just stand outside your apartment. They're a fucking creep. They never do. I can't not talk because then they're going to crash the thing and it feels like they hit you. You want to be a fucking 8th grade bully? Kill yourself. Go away. Go get hit by a truck, Regina George. No one fucking likes you. Yeah, find out there's the bitch's fucking son. Stalker ass motherfucker. Go away. It still doesn't sound like they crashed it. Like they didn't do a pickup. They're just sitting there. I don't want to wait for them to do it because then it hurts. I guess I'll just turn this up as loud as I fucking can. Piece of shit. Yeah, I can't play music anymore because they want to try to find some reason to fucking evict me. But I can play this. Evil fucking psycho piece of crap. Yeah, waste another 15 minutes of my fucking life on fucking stalkers. I hate them. If their lives are miserable, maybe they deserve it. This isn't a TV show. Go the fuck away. There is no power in stalking somebody. You're just a psychopath. That's not power. You fucking Nazi. Go away. Yeah, well, I don't want to have a kid on this planet because of people like you. Have them go off to live in a city somewhere, and all they fucking get is a bunch of creeps. They won't leave them the fuck alone. And then people that pretend like nothing bad is happening. Because they don't want the fucking legal liability. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Wait here until they fucking dump their truck? They didn't dump anything. We own this town. It's ours. Then go live in it. Go live in the fucking town you own, you psychopath. Feel like you owned everything, and maybe the sun will explode one day and human history will be forgotten. Go feel like you own it. Go charge tickets to look at the sun. Go die of skin cancer. I don't fucking care what you do. Oh, we don't understand why she's so upset. They're liars. They've been doing this shit to me for 4 years. It didn't sound like they were targeting me and harassing me before that. If they did, I guess I didn't notice. I was too busy coming and going and living my life. They had to, like, make you stay in place and watch them to realize that they hated you. I don't give a fuck if you hate me. Go away. You're probably just some kind of fucking religious bigot or something. Those are the only people that have ever given me shit. They want Jesus so bad they bring on the apocalypse. Fuck them. Doesn't have anybody in his life. Is fucking selfish and lonely. So he does this at night. Yeah, good luck telling your future partner what you used to do fucking with me. Yeah, don't trust a guy that can't tell you everything he does all day. He must do some really stupid shit. We thought we took over. Yeah, because someone wants all of you to die. It's easier for them to have the excuse when you act like the military. It still doesn't sound like they left. Because I never had the sound of them emptying the bin or driving away. I want to go back to what I was doing, like 20 minutes ago. Oh yeah, let me find out whatever and they're screwed, and no wonder they keep fucking with you, because they're fucked. That's not my fault or problem. I don't care. Go be fucked. You shouldn't have done fucked up things to people. You're right, you are fucked. You're absolutely fucked. Go away. You were torturing me. I'm not going to be there to save your ass. Well, I bet as soon as I shut the fucking stream off, he bangs the fucking trash can. I guess then I can take the sound off of my other camera. Yeah, I was relaxed. My things turned off. I was completely relaxed. I was chill. And then they just fucked with me again. I hate them. I fucking hate them. Yeah, are you getting this one viewer that's stalking me? You getting all the things I have to say? You having a good fucking time? Can't wait to find out who the fuck you were. Yeah, 20 minutes of absolutely nothing. This is like the most worthless video I've made. It's just about upsetting you because they're like miserable pieces of shit or something. I hate them. It feels like someone's just standing outside my window. Yeah, at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. You could stop your stupid truck anywhere and just fucking sit there. There's a reason they would be doing it here. Go away. I do not consent. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't want to have to care anymore. I want you to go away. I hope you never have kids. Because this is the world you're building for them to have to live in. And they'll just be a victim for someone else's stupid little circus crap. Stalker ass monster people. We just want you to feel harassed constantly. I hope you choke on your own vomit. Yeah, I want to make art and try to put it on Patreon and see if anybody's ever gonna, like, be nice to me. What role are you playing in that not getting to be a thing? You're getting paid from something. I guess you can just give me all your fucking money. Yeah, you think that's a fucking coincidence? The curtain just, like, blew really hard, like. Yeah, some kind of sudden wind that's, like, out of nowhere. I don't believe you. Go the fuck away. Deranged psychopaths. Get the fuck out of my apartment. And fuck your idea of the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone would have hated you. Jesus would have hated you too. "25 minutes, and I haven't heard them crash anything." Or drive away. Yeah, it's like, that is exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, what, do you work for the police? Like, hey, buddy, we have to harass all these people so that they need cops again, because they don't need cops. They weren't being harassed by anybody. We gotta harass them so they need cops. It's like a fucking job security thing. Keep people employed as assholes. Get the fuck out of my life. Yeah, everybody was like nicer and cooler. You didn't fucking need to call the cops. Why would you have to all of a sudden? Evil fucking bullshit. Yeah, I guess, and what, the lawyers, they weren't needed either, so they're like, oh no. We're gonna have to go on food stamps. We're too privileged for that. We'll have to be poor. Like, I've been poor my whole life. It's all I've ever known is food stamps and assistance programs and shit. Yeah, and I've been working since I was 15. I've been working since I was 10 if you count doing chores as work. It's like the same shit as when I'm a janitor. I don't see how it's not work. Work training. You fucked with the wrong bitch. I was no princess. I just want the feeling like they fucking left. So I can go, like, it's been a half an hour now. I haven't been able to do anything, waiting for them to fucking leave. I can't tell if that was a truck that drove by them or if they, because it sounded like it came from down the street and went up. It should feel like it's coming from here and leaving. But fucking bullshit. I should have bought like a fucking paintball gun or something. The idea that this is somebody's fucking idea of training you or something. For what? I'm not taking care of your fucking kids. Why would I need to wake up in the middle, like, you're up all night. Random at fucking time. I'm not your babysitter. I don't need to know what it's like to have someone fucking annoy you and annoy you and annoy you till you want to kill them. Go away. Totally sounds like somebody just still fucking sitting there. You're not allowed to feel like you have a home. I don't want you to feel like you have one either. I hope you're fucking miserable. What else? You're just gonna put up with me because, like, I said so. Go the fuck away! Yeah, again, like, it's about, like, oh, there are people you need to put in a jail. Because if they're let in public with jobs, they use the job to harass and stalk people. I guess they all need to be, like, put in a fucking leper colony. They couldn't be trusted with public service. They're gonna be creeps. Yeah, a big joke on anybody that tried to reform anything, right? You just imagine this, like, for some reason I'm thinking like a Texan, what is it called at a prison? They're the fucking, like, guard guy, main guy. They have a name, title, whatever. They're like the head guy at a prison. And, you know, they just want to keep, they see it like it's a plantation and their cattle and they just keep their plantation moved. Like, they're a sick psychopath that needs therapy. That's completely disconnected from humanity. And it's like a for-profit prison. They get all these fucking people in jail all over the fucking place. This is evil. Yeah, as long as the ACLU exists, you're like, there's gotta be some, unless they like killed everybody and replaced the ACLU with like psycho Nazis. I don't know, it's the idea that like the ACLU was here in 2020, right? And of all of they just didn't publicize all the trials, but there should have been thousands of trials about police brutality. I mean, I watched with my own eyeballs, like, over and over again for 100 fucking days over the internet, which means, like, there's a video of it that you could watch again because it was streamed. Like I was watching the evidence over and over again on needlessly violent towards civilian protesters. And like you heard about 2 trials maybe. And yeah, not national spotlight, just like even like local news. Just they put it on the news about it. The one issue disbanded, it was something called Rapid Response. And it was like a volunteer group of people that wanted to beat protesters up, pretty much. It might have had like 20 or 30 people in it or something. I think, based on what I saw. And then one of the people got in trouble for bashing somebody in the head with a baton. And then, because they were being prosecuted, the whole team disbanded and went back into, like, the Portland police system. Like, they just went to different jobs in the bureau. Yeah, there was a guy named Alan Kessler that was always talking about stuff, and I haven't, like... It's like he disappeared. I wasn't, like, close enough to keep tabs on things, but, like, the local papers would report about it, at least. It feels like everyone went missing. Even them telling me, like... I mean, I wasn't trying to be a creep. I wanted to know what people looked like. And the guy that worked here, and he said that I was a self-described hoarder and stuff, he, like, his social media, like, dropped off in 2023 or something. It really, like, the idea that they took his name, pretended he worked here, pretended that he had a problem with me that he shouldn't have had, and they said he works somewhere else now. They, like, moved him to a different building. But even when I think back at, like, the people at my door in July, I didn't know. It was, like, 5 guys. I had no idea who they were. None of them looked like this guy. And he was, like, a Black Lives Matter person. So it's, yeah, like, imagining, to make it really easy to say, like, some Proud Boy Trump supporter types and, like, stole the liberal kids' identities and then are just like playing sick games with our lives. I don't know. I'm a Milton Hershey School alumni. I'm not like your average kid. I want to feel like you really shouldn't have fucked with me. I wish there was more of that feeling. And not like, dude, something is amiss there too. I mean, something goes back to like the Berkshire mental health system having control over your entire family. And that's why you heard about Milton Hershey School in the first place. It's like some conservative group of like social workers or something. I don't know. Something isn't right. Yeah, I'd come back to that story again about invading like extraterrestrials that like just wanted to fuck the population. How did they do it? Like every avenue possible. Education, mental health, physical health, the infrastructure, politics, celebrity. Did I say education already? Yeah, from the garbage truck drivers and janitors to the cops, fire department, EMT, delivery drivers, grocery store clerks, bus drivers, teachers, lawyers, doctors, engineers, advertising firms, the media that like gets all that fucking money when they're asking for campaign donations. You know how many billions of dollars they raise when they're campaigning and they're like, we wanted housing for all. Every fucking year they're raising billions of dollars that goes to an advertising agency or something. What the fuck do they need it for? $1,000 meals? Like, something is just such a complete and total lie. Yeah, the banks, no one ever talks about the banks. Yeah, who are the people that you can name in society? Because there's a list equally long of people you don't know their name. They probably have more power than all the people you can name. Oh, yeah, and look, because that's what my brain does. I'm a brainiac. AE 1300. Hi. You know you're saying something interesting when someone interrupts you, right? Now it does. It sounds like the truck drove away now. Oh, is that what I have to do? Pretend that somebody talked to me and then they leave? Because I could do that all the time. Pretend that they're... Because I'm not really sure they can actually see my phone. I don't know how. The phone checks itself for malware. It's not like a computer where you can do like remote desktop viewing or something. Like some trick of tech. I don't think so. The idea that they're like doing... I have a light pointed at the ceiling right above me all the time. So it would at least like fuck up a camera. If they have like a camera pointed down into my room. I think. So like how would they be able to see my phone? I shouldn't have to care. But like how else could they respond? Especially when I'm not saying anything. If they're responding to things on my phone. Like looking, like let's say they're bigots and they don't like RuPaul's Drag Race. So they come driving through the fucking garbage truck. That's what happened like at 2 a.m. I mean, at least that's like, again, there's the points in the sky, and then there's connecting the dots. The point is that at 2 a.m. I was looking at RuPaul's Drag Race stuff, and a garbage truck showed up. I heard an air brake just now. But connecting the dots would be like, oh, it's because they're a bigot. But if you don't connect the dots, then it's just, I was looking at RuPaul Drag Race stuff at 2 a.m., a garbage truck showed up. I was looking at Patreon stuff at 4 a.m., a garbage truck showed up. I was talking about this just now, a garbage truck showed up. The connecting the dot part is saying that they have, like, that's why it showed up. And I don't have to say that. I can just say, this happened and this happened. And then I'm, like, more correct. Like, it's a less fuckwithable argument. Yeah, and you do that enough times, and it like, the pattern itself becomes clear to anybody, unless they're being, like, deliberately ignorant, you know? I mean, it would be like, let's say every single time you look at RuPaul Drag Race stuff, a garbage truck shows up. It happens 5 nights in a row. Then you could know that it was, like, something about you looking at RuPaul stuff. And somebody has a fucking problem with it, and they can suck dicks in hell. Like, oh my god, what a boring ass person. We don't like men wearing wigs. I don't care what you like. Go suck on something. Like, probably would have had more fun. Yeah, it has helped me. Like, I'm a girl. I'm biologically a girl. I'm not saying that in, like, a turfy way. Just, like, you know, I was born with girl parts and a womb, and I have a period. I have tits and a vagina. And even if you didn't have a period, or you got a mastectomy, or you were intersexed and stuff, like, I mean, you know, it's mean. I guess intersect is, like, really rare, but the point is, like, yeah, you could have a hysterectomy and a mastectomy, and you'd still be a woman. It's not right to say, like, you're not a girl anymore because you don't have tits or you can't have a period. Yeah, the point being that as a girl, I still have, like, not so, like, I was not taught that these were feminine features. And it's like makeup and hair and drag and stuff, like, you can, like, it's sort of like a how to be pretty, and brings out different, like, there's, like, femininity through drag, even though I'm already a girl. And I mean, if you just, I like calling it, like, a rag doll thing, because I don't really care about being, like, plastic beautiful. It's cool on other people, like, it's an aesthetic per person, but, like, just to have the feeling of, I guess it kind of makes it genderless, is maybe what I'm trying to say. I just think it's pretty, and it doesn't really matter whether you have a dick or not. And who has a problem with that? Some fucking bigot that I don't have to care about what they think. Oh no, there's a bug in my drink. Fuck you, man. I don't want to drink this now. was a waste of a packet. Well, I mean, you could talk about all sorts. Like, femininity isn't. That's what. Yeah, the ragdoll thing again. Like, what if you had like a line of characters, and you just showed different kinds of makeup and hair and style, like that you've never seen before, that look like a cohesive theme, and it's like different kinds of women, and they're like. And it could even slide into something that seems masculine. Like the image of like a girl in a suit. How, like she's still a girl. She's just wearing a suit. And like, well, it has masculine energy. But like, I mean, I guess you could just write essays about our association with gender and like playing with it. As long as you have an open mind and you're playing with it, I think you're in the fun zone. It's saying, like, no, if it's a suit, it's a boy. Period. It's boy stuff and boy energy and only that. And not realize it's a girl in a suit. Like, they wear suits too. Like, you've associated this image with some kind of, like, Wall Street power broker or a gangster, maybe. Like a pinstripe suit. It has some like power attitude to it, but a tie kind of has this like Fight Club-esque, oh, you're a slave to the corporate world, I feel bad for you look to it. Like, it's a noose around your neck. It doesn't really have the same power. That's why all these really smart people wear bow ties. Like, it's like subverting the power structure to wear a bow tie. Yeah, or it's like a certain kind of tie. They have to wear like a special tie or something, and then they can kind of subvert it. But I think of a noose and being like stuck in some corporate nightmare when somebody has to like, and it's like boring and they don't necessarily have any power. They're like a slave. But a pinstripe suit, a 3-piece suit, yeah, it's either like wedding, gangster, or like mafia boss, or yeah, like power broker or something. It has a different power to it. And then, what could be more powerful than, like, RuPaul? They look ageless. They look like a Barbie doll. I mean, there's just something always so, like, fascinating and beautiful about, like, every single look they put together for their show. It's cool that they play both sides. Like, every beginning of the show, they come out in a suit. At the end of the show, they're in a dress. And they look, like, just as cool. They can do whatever they want, is kind of like the ultimate power. And yeah, they pull it off. You know, really bad makeup or really bad cut of clothing, no matter who you are. Like, that was a high school kid that can't fit into any of the clothes until Tord came out. Like, you don't feel good, and you don't look good, and it's cringy, and you have to wait till you get older to learn how to dress yourself. And that's not even talking about drag or something. It's like the art of putting on clothes that make you what you want to be. And the shit is expensive. Yet to be able to do it and do it for cheap is an art in itself. I want the idea of everybody just wears whatever the fuck they want all the time. And they would look like, yeah, you have a lot of music artists that were doing this kind of thing. Gambino, I guess you should stop calling him Gambino. Just like Donald Glover, Tyler the Creator, Tierra Whack. There's like a whole group of people that wear like, I mean, if you were looking really close, it's like they're dressing crazy, but they pull it off. They can wear whatever the fuck they want. They're like having fun, and that was its own thing. But yeah, like socks and like dress shoes and stuff with like shorts and a puffer jacket. Like, on a different person with a different attitude, you look insane. You'd be like, something's wrong with that guy. like somebody kicked him out of their house and this is all the clothes they had left. Like, yeah, poor guy. Maybe he's a little touched in the head. But no, it's like a whole, it's more like an I don't give a fuck, I'll do whatever I want attitude. And that changed everything. I think it's cool. Yeah, it also subverts some idea of like what's in style right now. But just put on whatever like it's like blindly pick shit out of your closet and put it on. There you go. You got clothes on. Go like go to the mall or whatever you're doing. Like, yeah, it's almost, yeah, you could read into that like gratitude or something also. Like you're supposed to be glad if you have a potato sack to wear. Right? So, I had to grow up with like school clothes. So just that, yeah, it's like I notice how it builds like character if you get to pick what you're wearing. And everyone's not in khaki pants and a polo shirt that's tucked in with a belt. Like how it could be a big deal for you to just wear socks or sneakers that like Chuck Taylor's made a bunch of people friends with each other because they found a way to get Chucks. That's like as punk as it got because you were in khaki pants and a polo shirt that had to be tucked in with a belt. Otherwise, yeah, it's not shallow. People are just like discounting the obvious. This was like kind of a waste of time. I feel like there's a weird stale air in the air. They maybe drove away. A couple things have driven past, at least, in the past hour. It's hard to tell, yeah. It's been an hour now since I was doing something else. That's really fucking annoying. Five ten in the morning.